Hello everyone and welcome back to another week here on KSPN TV. I'm your host, Carden Rudy, followed by my co-host, Michaela Nguyen.
Hi everyone.
And today we are here to talk about last Friday and this Wednesday's basketball games for the Channel League.
Now before we start, once again, a big thanks to Pizza Man Dance for the continuous support here at KSPN TV.
Alright, let's take a look at last week's games. So for the starters, we have Dos Pueblos taking on the Pacifica Tritons with an overtime thriller with Pacifica winning 73-70.
While Dos Pueblos didn't have any stats, we did have Pacifica with Will Jones Jr. with 26 points, 5 assists, 4 steals, and 5 blocks. We then had Bryshawn McGee with 11 points and 9 rebounds, and then Julian Fuentes with 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals.
For the next game, we have the Buena Bulldogs taking the San Marcos Royals, where we have San Marcos winning with a dominant win, 73-35.
For that, on Buena's side, we had Rook Johnson with 20 points and 10 rebounds, and Chris Compton with 7 points. On the San Marcos side, we had Koji Hefner with 16 points and Aiden Conlan with 14 points.
Now we had the Rio Mesa Spartans taking on the Oxnard Yellow Jackets, where with a close game, Oxnard takes the win 60-50.
On Rio Mesa side, we had John Moreno with 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 4 steals. We also had Jacob Hernandez with 13 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. On Oxnard, we had Mikey Duran Morales with 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 steals. Jaden Angel with 14 points and 5 steals. And Dom Angel with 10 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals.
Next up, we have the Ventura Cougars taking on the Santa Barbara Dons, with Santa Barbara winning in a dominant fashion, 64-37.
Although we didn't have any stats for this game.
Alright, that is it for the Friday games, so now we will go on to this week's Wednesday games. For this, we have San Marcos taking on the Pacifica Tritons with a close game, with San Marcos winning 59-54.
While San Marcos didn't input any stats, we had Pacifica with our very own Will Jones Jr. with 27 points and 6 rebounds. Then we had Bryshawn McGee with 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. And Tommy Williams with 10 points, 4 assists, and 4 steals.
Next, we have the Dos Pueblos Chargers taking on the Buena Bulldogs, where Dos Pueblos wins with a dominant fashion, 76-37.
Dos Pueblos didn't have any stats, but on the Buena side, we had Rook Johnson once again with 16 points, 10 rebounds, and then Aaron Rodriguez with 7 points.
Next up, we have the Ventura Cougars taking on the Oxnard Yellow Jackets, where Oxnard wins pretty easily, 60-37.
Ventura didn't have any stats, but on the Oxnard side, we had Enrique Guadra with 21 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 blocks, Mikey Duran Morales with 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists, and Dom Angel with 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Our next game is the Santa Barbara Dons facing off against the Rio Mesa Spartans, where Santa Barbara wins pretty easily, 77-49.
Although there weren't any stats inputted for this game, so let's move on.
Alright, so for the standings, we have Santa Barbara in first, undefeated 7-0, and San Marcos, Oxnard, Ventura, and Rio Mesa all tied for second with a 5-2 record. Something's wrong.
Ventura and Rio Mesa are tied for third with a 3-4 record.
Dos Pueblos is in sixth with a 3-4 record. Seventh is Pacifica with a 2-5 record. Buena is in last with an 0-7 record. Now for the next games for this upcoming Friday include Rio Mesa facing off against our Pacifica Tritons, Santa Barbara Dons facing off against San Marcos Royals, Ventura Cougars facing off against the Buena Bulldogs, and the Oxnard Yellow Jackets facing off against the Dos Pueblos Chargers. Alright, that is it for this week here on KSPN TV, and we hope you join us for next week's games.